Welcome back. Virgo, I think, is who we're doing next. Okay. Virgos. Let's see what's going on. I don't much feel like talking, Virgo. I don't know if this is your guys' energy. Yeah, I don't feel like saying much, and I feel kind of disconnected, to be honest. Let's make sure we are okay. Yeah, I'm feeling very disconnected from myself. Not like normally, like this is since I started the reading. Okay. Virgos. So my first husband is a Virgo, and whenever he was overthinking or whenever, he would always go very quiet. And one of our biggest fights became me asking him, like, what's wrong? And he would always say nothing. Even though something was wrong, he wouldn't tell me. He wouldn't tell me, and he'd always say nothing, and eventually be like, stop asking me what's wrong, I'll be fine, I'll get over it. And I'm a Cancer, and I have a, an awareness. And if you're constantly like that, right, I'm the type of person who, I think I'm less of this kind of person. We were very young when we were together, but I wanted to know what was wrong so I could, talk it out, or if it was about us, whatever. And Virgos are not like that. So I'm feeling like something's going on and you guys don't want to share it. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And since I'm not like this, it's making me uncomfortable. Like, it makes me feel very awkward. I can understand, like, there's a moodiness and almost like I just don't want to talk to anybody. All water, fire, and air, so yeah. Okay, Virgos. Look, nothing wants to come out. Okay, come on, Virgos. There we go. Co-create. I think you guys are in planning mode. I know that when you guys like to plan, or when you guys, ooh, my ear is ringing, my left ear. There's incoming information from someone. Maybe you guys like to plan. Maybe you guys are planning something and you guys are really stuck in your head because you guys are kind of creating almost like a blueprint in your mind and then going the distance. Yeah, this is something that you're actually wanting to put effort into. But this is something that I don't know why. Is this a cougar? I think this is a cougar, right? Or is this a lioness? I'm not sure. But I did hear cougar. So I don't know if you're dealing with someone older or you're someone older and you're dealing with someone younger. But I do feel like you guys are trying to go the distance with someone. I feel like you guys are trying to set something up and there's a goal, an end goal here that you want to reach. I know it's almost like you guys are planning for this. And it does feel like you are being led by your ancestors and your guides. There's an egg here that's being protected by your ancestors while you either make the move, while you finish up, the plan is, I don't know, there's something here. Either way, we'll keep going. I'll get one more. time to go. Okay. Yeah, it's time to go, but it's like time to move. And this was at the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling for the third one. So I feel like it says here and now. I feel like you guys are very grounded. You guys might be like maybe moody, but maybe not so moody. Maybe it's you guys are like really grounded and present because you guys are planning something. It's almost like there's something big that you're planning. It's either a move. I didn't mean a move like you're moving homes. I mean like a move, like a phone call or I don't know. Or it's something that you guys, it's something big. I'm getting something big. Maybe like a phone call to someone. And it's almost like you know that it's going to be a domino effect. You know that this is a big move, right? This is going to, I'm feeling almost alter your life in a way. I don't know. And it's like this egg right here. Like it's time to co-create. But it's time to move. Okay, let's get deeper because I'm a little bit, yeah. Let's see what's going on. Alright, let's clarify co-create. I do feel like you're wanting to co-create and you are either, I feel like you guys are very grounded. If you're not yet, you're getting there because you guys are very much in the here and now. You guys are focused. And remember, when you're not grounded, you're either thinking about the past or you're thinking about the future. I feel like right now you guys are thinking about the future, but you're here grounded in the now, thinking about like the steps, about how you start something and then the process that it'll take, right? All right, let's clarify co-create, which is 40, which is 4, which is the house of Cancer, which can be house and home. So again, you could be moving homes. You could be a Cancer, have Cancer in your chart. You could be dealing with family. Maybe you want to become a family, or you're dealing with something that has to do with home, right? Maybe you guys are creating a blueprint of a home you want to build. Yeah, but I am having a hard time pulling these cards. It's almost like they don't want to come out. Said someone here, come on baby now, call me brother, everybody come together. King of Pentacles. Yeah, right now you guys are in leadership mode. You guys right now are co-creating. You guys could even like be in prep of like starting a business or starting some kind of new endeavor. It does feel like you're wanting to co-create with someone or a company or whatever, and you're wanting to start a new endeavor. And it's almost like you're setting it up in your head. I am feeling for most of you guys it's still in your head, and maybe some of you guys have started to do the steps, but because I do have time to go, it feels like the steps now need to be, you need to move forward, right? It feels like you've been making a plan, but it's been well, you know how it is when you get an idea, it's in your head, right? First you're like, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want it this way and I want it that way and then I want a door, whatever, right? You're building it in your mind first, and then you know that's when you start to take the steps. If you just need to save money, then you start doing that. If you need, oh, I need this for this, right? I need a, I don't know, whatever steps you have to take after money, right? You let's say you want to open a salon, let's use that, and then you get the lot, the property, and then you know if there's already a building, then you get the building, then you have to gut it. If it's already gut, then you have to start, you know, doing all of that kind of thing. It's kind of the same thing with the recipe, right? You decide what you want to do, and then you have to get all the ingredients, and then you have to mix it all together, and then you have to finally cook, right? If it's a 2-person job, you need to reach out and be like to a person, or be like to your kids, whatever. You guys know what it is, right? But right now, you guys are creating. Look, and there's a heart right here. There's a heart right there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a heart right there. And this person is, what is he doing? Making a guitar? He's making a guitar. He's, what is it called? Whittling? I don't know. I can't remember the word. Where you're making out of wood, I don't remember what it's called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And there's a heart on the table. King of Pentacles. And a King of Pentacles it can be someone who's married. Or, you know, the King of Pentacles is someone I feel like wants a partner in life. I do feel like the King of Pentacles is somebody that usually enjoys having somebody that is in their arena, right? In somebody that is enjoyable to be with them. I feel like a lot of people that are King of Pentacles will also, like, even if they don't have, what am I trying to say? I won't say this because I feel like this is just my personal opinion. But I think of, like, King of Pentacles, people that work a lot and they have good money, right? And they like to provide, but sometimes they're a little bit more, like, a little bit more materialistic than, like, the King of Cups, right? They like to provide. That's their love language more than, like, per se other things, right? And that's not always the case, but I do feel like, because they work so much, and so when they have free time, it's not like, oh, let's go do a picnic or something. They don't, you know what I mean? It's more like, well, let me make up for me not being home so much, because let me give you this and let me spoil you, and yeah, anyway. But I do feel like you guys are wanting to start either a business, you guys are wanting to co-create with someone, and it's someone that you care about, because I do see a heart there. It's someone that you want to carve a life with. I'm having a hard time. I don't know if you guys are having a hard time expressing how you feel, because I'm having a hard time expressing what I'm trying to say. Go the distance, the Chariot. Yeah, go the distance. Basically, this is something that you want long term, and it is gonna go the distance. Why do I feel like I'm, like, screaming at certain pitches? I feel like whatever this is will go the distance. It has the capacity to last very long. It has the capacity to be very abundant. It has a capacity to be, it's going to go very well together. If this is with someone else. If not, it still is. But I do feel like with go the distance, and this is more Cancer energy, which is giving, sorry, I put on lip gloss and I can feel like one of my cat hairs or something. This is something that can go the distance. There's just more animals here. I don't know if you guys have, like, cats and dogs or something. You do have Temperance at the bottom. Guys, I'm really, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you guys have, like, ADHD or OCD or something, but the hair is bugging me. And then I looked up and I was like, oh my god, am I recording? And then, like, there's a bunch of thoughts that are like, the hair, okay, I don't know if you guys are getting annoyed by little things right now, right? Okay, we're just gonna move on. I feel like you guys have been patient, but you guys have been patient for a very long time. It's time to move. It's time to act now. Whatever it is that you guys have been wanting to do. I feel like some of you guys work with tools or are really good with your hands. The Nine of Pentacles. It's time to go. With the Nine of Pentacles, you're feeling financially abundant. You're feeling emotionally stable, financially stable. You're feeling like you have your ducks in a row in life right now. That's kind of what it feels like. Maybe emotionally you guys are still working on it, although you know, I'm not really seeing that here. But financially right now with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you guys are financially sovereign. You guys are feel like you guys are finally on steady footing. Yeah, and you guys want to give. You guys want equal give and take, right? I do see that you guys, look, there's two people here, and it's a Six of Pentacles, and one is giving Pentacles and one is giving money. Like I said, I feel like this is someone who, it's giving like a very, like somebody who works and then somebody who stays at home kind of thing, right? Where the it doesn't have to be a woman, but you know, somebody stays at home and takes care of the home, and somebody who brings in the home, the bacon, right? That's what it's giving. But it's equal give and take here. It's not like one person is this is what you want, I'm guessing. And I feel like because it's at the bottom of the deck, this would be something that's equal give and take. But you are feeling like you are financially sovereign. Let's get one more for here and now. Ace of Pentacles, what the? Yeah, this is a grand opportunity. You're bored. You're bored with life. You're bored with partying. You're bored with the people that I feel like you maybe have tried to. I don't know why, but I heard you tried to replace. You're bored. You're bored with this scene here, right? They're offering her a cup of champagne, and she's just like, oh, I'm over this shit. There's a bunch of people here. You eventually get tired of that kind of life, right? With the Ten of Cups, you don't feel like you have a happy you still haven't found your happy family, right? I feel like for some of you guys are tired of pretending to be something you're not as well. Also with the Ten of Cups in reverse, I feel like your family is against whatever this is. They don't want whatever this is. Why is that? Why doesn't your family want whatever this is? Whatever you're wanting. Let's ask Virgos. And if this isn't resonated, if this is reversed, then reverse it. But because this is a catalyst and they know that you're going to change, and they're afraid that they're going to take you away from them. But honestly, if a family doesn't want you to change, then you shouldn't have that family around you. And I don't give a fuck who they are. I have not spoken to my parents for years at a time because I had such a toxic childhood and toxic teenage years, right? That I didn't speak to my parents for years. And when my mother would call me, oh, how are you doing? What do you need? I didn't even care, right? Like now we're good, but I didn't give a fuck that she was my mother. Like, and I'm from a Hispanic household. Like, you come from toxic shit and it's still your mom, you still respect. Fuck no. No, I unlearned that shit real quick. Like real quick. And nobody taught me that shit. I was just like, one day, I don't give a fuck who you are. But I'm your mom. When the fuck were you my mom? When? Right? I feel like this is gonna fuel the fire for you guys. Fan the flame. Whatever this is gonna be very passionate. It's gonna require effort, but I do feel like your family might not, I don't know, there's something here about your family not wanting you to grow, your family not be, maybe they're a different type of, because I'm looking at my cards and it says archetype. Maybe they're a different kind of person. They have different beliefs, and maybe your family doesn't appreciate that. Anyway, it's time to move forward, Virgos. It's whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever it is that you're thinking. This is a Ace of Pentacles, so it is a gift from the universe, and it's a huge opportunity. So whatever you've been planning in your head, it's time now to put down on paper and start calling in the players that you need for this plan to work out, okay? It is going to work out though, but there has to be effort put in, and there has to be movement, and I'm getting now, right? All right, let me get you guys some guidance for Virgos. Now I have anxiety. What the fuck? Motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Oh my God. My God. Isn't that exactly what I said? Isn't that exactly what I just said? Like, it's time. If you've been thinking about it, it's time. It's time to put it down on paper. Find balance. Find a balance between your work, rest, and playtime. You will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. And oh, damn. Solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one. But you know what? This fell on the Chariot. So, and I didn't see that it fell on it. So I feel like you guys have been alone for a really long time. And they're saying it's time to step out, because I'm not going to take that one for some reason. And then shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. And it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Do you guys have some self-esteem issues? Well, don't. I mean, there's someone for everyone, right? Somebody's gonna love you for who you are, right? Okay. Especially Virgos. I mean, you guys are usually pretty good looking, even the girls. All right, Virgos, I love you guys so much. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.